Good evening, everybody. I'm your host, TheAftermather25. Today we're going to be getting into The Witcher 3, finally. So let's go ahead and get into it. Should have everything pulled up now. Let's see, I moved my camera to the top left. We're going to see if it'll be in the way any. I can always just move it later. But I didn't want to get in the way of any subtitles or any game features or anything like that. I'm pretty sure it's just your health bars at the top left, which that's not too terribly important. So let's get going. So we're going to be doing the fresh start. We got all the DLC, all that fun stuff is the Game of the Year edition. So let's see. Oh, I guess this is difficulty. Let's just start off with normal, show tutorials. Why not? Simulate Witcher 2 save. No? Wait. I want to do that myself. So let's say off. I believe that was the right choice. Alrighty then. It's a nice little intro. Oh, Pigpence might have been right. It might have actually started with him in the bath. But anything that gets too Weird, I'll skip the cutscene. I gotta try and remember what all happens.
You know I don't find that amusing.
Welcome to The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. This is just the tutorial. Better be good at alt tab. Nah, I can just skip it. The minimap in the upper right hand corner of your display shows your current location, and underneath you have objectives. Okay. I just gotta remember all the controls. Oh, hey.
You're running out of juice.
I know. You might bring me some more once you're done training.
So, pretty much we're just walking around. We're gonna go find the key to the bathroom door. It'll be a nice little red thing, but they have other stuff that you can look at. Some of it is useful, like I mean that highlight over there. That's pretty much where we gotta go. Just look in. I think I'm trying to remember where the key is. Is that the key? No, it's a brush or perfume. There's the key. You know, the giant red mark that's highlighted. Alright, and we've officially started our journey of walking downstairs. I would run if I could. Oh. I can jump, that's close enough.
Old Witcher's fast asleep. Ciri's disappeared somewhere, of course.
Alright, but I anticipate this game taking a good while to finish, because I believe my playthrough of just
She prefers practice to theory.
just the base game took me
Time to wake up, Master.
a good, like, I don't know, like 40 hours or so. That's not including the DLC or anything.
Making her slog through that brick? No wonder she took off.
John of Bruges lacks flair, true, but he's reliable. Not like the hogwash they print nowadays.
I'm nice and clean shaven.
She's tackling the pendulums, right? How many times do I have to tell her? Don't train alone. It only embeds your errors. Bring our young damsel to the lower courtyard. She wants to practice, she'll get to practice.
Okay.
Don't get mad at her.
Why the hell not? The whippersnapper refuses to do as she's told.
You like that about her.
Fine. I suppose I'm partly to blame. But this has to end. Now. Killing monsters is not something to be taken lightly. Ciri must understand that, if she's to become one of us. I'll see you below.
Combat training. Let's go. As you can see, I've got the acoustic foam set up, so hopefully that'll help with some of the audio quality.
Strike.
If not, oh well. Rookie mistake.
You're not in a circus. Pirouette. Wrong. Footwork.
Sounds good.
Enough. Get down.
With a flip?
What do you think? the blindfold. You've got work to do. Your reflexes are still slow.
Maybe for a witcher.
Think drowners or striggers will go easy on you because you haven't undergone the mutations? Though in your shoes, I'd fear Vesemir more than any strigger. Disobeying his instructions? Unwise.
Well, yes, but that book was horribly dull.
Yes, I skipped past the boobs.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry, there's plenty more that you can watch me skip past. Should we go for the stern or the simple brush it off? Let's go for the nice and happy.
Vesemir said if it does, he'll make you eat a bowl of slugs covered in salt.
You!
Exactly. So you'd best behave. Come on, we'll practice with the others down below.
Shall we run the walls?
Of course.
Of course.
Super
Is
easy.
it Witcher
Just
school or an elven bathhouse?
better than the horse races.
Maybe if you fall.
Can I loot these yet? Not yet. Okay.
What did I tell you about breathing? Through your mouth, in rhythm with your steps.
Do I have to wait on her or can I? Okay. Oh. Guess she's waiting on me. Fall damage is a big problem in this. Okay, so it's... I wonder if there's a slide button on ladders. I don't remember.
I win.
My legs are longer. I'll show you yet.
I just gotta wait on her. Slowpoke. Story of your life, she's waiting on me. I mean, you said it, not me.
Oh no. Vesemir's got that look.
What did you expect?
We're gonna see how far we can progress in the hour and a half that we have. A lot of the beginning is cutscenes and dialogue, but once we get going, then it should kind of pick up the pace.
Anything to say for yourself, young lady?
I'm very sorry, Uncle Vesemir.
Young blood craves action, I understand that. But when you fight a beast, knowledge counts as much as your silver sword. At the very least, you ought to be able to tell a ghoul from an owl ghoul.
By markings, like unto the Panthera tigris that in Zerrikania dwells, and by the sickly paleness of its visage.
So you did read the chapter. Still, you should have asked if...
But you were asleep, Uncle Vesemir.
Gotta be a little stern.
Weasel your way out of this.
A witcher must know how to trick his opponent. You said so yourself.
Might have. But don't use my words of wisdom on Vesemir, got it? That's playing with fire.
Fine, we've talked enough. Geralt, you're with me, Lambert with Eskel, Ciri with the dummy.
Just saying you can get the whole house ready before I'm out of bed. That is true, but if I need to get up early, then I can be up super early and do what needs to be done in my defense. Yeah, might as well do a combat tutorial. It's been a while.
Even skilled masters need to hone the fundamentals, and Ciri's barely a novice.
Draw your sword, Geralt.
Let's see, so this is the combat tutorial. We got swords, science, and alchemy. Press left to draw a steel sword, or sheath it. Yeah. Press the right stick to select or deselect a target. When you have a target selected, all your attacks are directed towards it.
Quick cut. 1, 2, 3.
and strong attacks.
Never lock your elbow when striking, young lady.
Position series. Footwork.
Perform a series of dodges. I dodged that.
Do it again.
Come on. Roll out of the way. I don't need that. It gave me a little bit of time delay to do the input.
Pretend now.
So we're just waiting for him to attack. So
Strike.
there we go. I was never really good at parries or repost days, but mostly I just do dodging and attacking. Like,
Now, young lady, to bring the day to a close, we'll go over a few witches' signs. Let's start with Gwen.
I think I just have to
Gwen
take this attack.
called the Witcher's Shield. Now watch carefully to see why.
Yeah. The Quinn sign protects you against damage.
Geralt, I want to see sparks fly. See, if not for the Gwen sign, I'd be aflame by now.
See, I really enjoy the signs in this game, but
Come on, Geralt. Come on.
I enjoy the combat so much more that
See that, Siri?
I don't really focus on them.
Anyone or anything off
Oops, what am I using? Am I still using Ard?
time for Axie.
Oh, Axie, okay.
I hate this feeling. Axie can really muddle your mind.
Alright, so we used Axie.
Heard it now. Show her, Geralt.
And then
See this, Siri? Couldn't move if I wanted to.
I
Throw a bomb.
need him to walk on the trap.
Gwen will dampen the blow.
Oh. Alright. Highlighted training of it. Oh, I see. I never really used bombs much either. I used them to destroy some monster nests, but that was pretty much it. Alright, combat tutorial's over.
Enough. Continue training at will.
Oh. It's like, alright, I'll put my sword away to end, but I'll fight you, fisticuffs. Yeah, gotta show the dummy what's for. Wonder. Okay. I don't want to skip like through the dialogue because that kind of ruins the atmosphere, but also they talk slowly. Wonder what's behind the flap. That's when the re sound effects happen. That's in Psycho, isn't it? Pull back the shower curtain. It was all just a dream. But yeah, like I said, most of the beginning is just story, so not really a whole lot I can talk through in order to without skipping all the dialogue.
Had a nightmare.
About?
I really like that style of armor, but
Take forever to explain.
gotta find all the other armors that we can craft.
We've got time.
Started in the guest room at Kaer Morhen. I was relaxing in the tub, and next to me,
Triss?
Yennefer. Funny, isn't it?
Is this the cyberpunk game you keep reading about? Where's Neo?
Was she nagging?
Yeah, he comes in later. This is all just a very big flashback.
We'll find her.
We're gonna wake up in the future.
In the dream, I went and found Ciri. And we trained.
Those were the days. Little she-devil. I've trained kids who were faster, stronger, but none had her character. Didn't end well, did it? Your dream.
No. A wild hunt appeared, attacked Ciri. I couldn't move, stood there like a stump.
It was just a dream.
That's the problem. It was more. In the past, when Ciri'd appear in my dreams, something was wrong. She was in danger.
We taught her how to defend herself from anything, wraiths included.
Let's roll on.
Be
Get some
dying soon.
get some gameplay going.
Time to go.
Wait. Show me the letter from Yennefer. Might have overlooked some hint in there.
Didn't overlook anything. We were meant to meet in Willoughby. That's what she wrote. Meanwhile, one army or another burned the village to the ground. All we can do is follow her trail, so...
Stop talking for a minute and give me the letter. How about that? It does smell of lilac and gooseberries.
You were gonna read it, not sniff it.
We must meet soon. Willoughby near Vizima. Nothing else to guide us there. What's this postscript? I still have the unicorn.
Is there a Matrix game? There are many Matrix games for. I'm sure they exist for the PC. I'm sure there exist. Either they're created on the PC or they're ported there. But no, the game that Pigpens is talking about is called Cyberpunk, and one of the characters is Keanu Reeves, but he is not specifically Neo. I believe he's like an AI or something like that.
Stuffed unicorn. Used it once or twice. In certain situations.
The things young folk get up to these days.
Back on topic. How's it look? How far behind Yennefer are we?
2 or 3 days. The trail's fresh. But it looks like it leads towards the main road. Could be muddled there.
I think the only Matrix game that I really played was Enter the Matrix,
Wait.
and that was a really fun game.
I smell it. Ghouls.
Life on the Continent. Styles is nasty, brutish and short. Alright,
I like that silver.
so let's get all the... I gotta get used to the combat again. Pretty much, Quinn is, I would say, the most useful of signs that you can use, because it gives you a free hit by enemies, and whenever it explodes, you just, I don't know what that was. Whenever it explodes, you just cast it again. I'm not doing a good job of demonstrating that, but you know. Can you kill the horse? No, not to my knowledge. You can get the horse in some wacky situations, like it can glitch out and get on top of houses and everywhere. Striking opponents generates adrenaline points.
And of course, when armies pass, necrophages follow.
Tab your horse,
Let's
press
go
left
before
stick.
any more show up.
Well, I gotta loot all the bodies. Let's see, my the webcam isn't in the way, is it? It should just be covering like my health and stuff. And I think there's a... Is there not like a bag in one of these? Anyways, pretty much when I first started this game, like on console, I spent pretty much a good just hour in this area running around and collecting... Oh, there it is. Collecting flowers and herbs, because I didn't know if they were like permanent, so if I picked them once I couldn't pick them again. So I wanted to make sure I got all the stuff in case it was important, and then I found out they respawn and they're everywhere. Say a decent storm is rolling in north of us. Hopefully it'll take a little time before it hits us here. Maybe I'll be done before it gets to us. We've only got like an hour left. I mean, like the first 30 minutes are just cutscenes. Okay, let's see. Let's, just in case. Where's the save? Saves created will be incompatible with previous game versions. It's fine. Did it work? Okay.
Because you can brew
There we go.
potions from their blood.
No, because by eating rotting corpses, they prevent epidemics.
Let's see. I'm trying to remember where everything is. I know there's some stuff around here. Let's see, they want us to go here. We'll just actually, let's go check out this area while we're here.
Did you know they eat the living as well?
No, really upset.
I don't remember if
This theory collapsed.
and we come back here eventually, but this whole battlefield
And the war's just started.
is, oh no, dismount, there we go. But this whole battlefield is full of good loot. Well, not necessarily blunt axes, but good stuff you can sell for some early money. And some good crafting stuff, like alchemy recipes. I'm probably going to drop all these blunt axes. Notice, a great many ghouls and other foul eaters of the dead prowl near the village. Our patrols will do their best to eradicate this evil. Until that task is done, avoid all travel through these lands. Alright. I tell you what, we took the dog, or I took the dog out beforehand to see if I could get her to go to the bathroom, and she would not go. It was just, we were outside, she's like, it's playtime. I was like, no, you need to go to the bathroom, because I gotta go stream. She's like, no, it's playtime. So that didn't happen, but she's learning. She's still young. I don't need ashes. I need to get rid of all that. Here's a dead horse. I'm gonna drop half of that. Just run through and loot all these dead corpses, you know. We respect the dead here. And then drop all of these axes and ashes. I think this was the battlefield that Yennefer did her business in, and while we were tracking her. Either way, she's not here now, but all this stuff is. Yeah, because of the incidents last night. Yeah, so when we got her, so my parents were keeping her for my brother, who got her from the breeder, and they're like, yeah, you feed her, about 30 minutes go by, she goes to the bathroom. Easy peasy. Well, she didn't do that yesterday. So I was like, okay, well maybe she's just nervous being in a new area. Nah. She left our room at about 2 in the morning. Did her business right in the living room. Just right smack dab in it. And you can't, I mean, you can always be frustrated and mad and stuff, but that's not going to accomplish anything. It's just, she needed to go and we were asleep, so she did what she had to do, and I could have done a better job at taking her out. And well, I took her out, but she still wouldn't go. She just wanted to play. But still, I think it'll be a few days while she kind of gets the hang of this is home, and she's not all stressed out, kind of, so she might be more relaxed and will actually go to the bathroom. But if not, then we're gonna have to train that out of her, because I can't be getting up at 2 in the morning to take her to the bathroom.
Show me what you got.
Oh, well, that works. Come on. I don't think I have any bombs left. Or, I might. Stop running away. So yeah, ghouls regenerate health. Like they're pulsing red. I believe that's what it means. So they regenerate health if you leave them alone long enough. But anyways, yeah, so hopefully she'll do better tonight. Like she went outside multiple times today. I took her for a walk, and then we went outside before I got online, and we were outside for a good like 30 minutes or so just walking around, and she didn't do anything, so I'm gonna hope and pray that she doesn't need to do anything. That's what I was looking for.
Magic. A place of power.
Who would win in a fight between my cats and the dog?
Ought to just destroy it.
Okay. Let's see. Do I have I don't have any bombs. I don't think. Yes. Yes. To equip an item. Different tabs. Yes. 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 Get it. Get it. Preview. Okay. See your character statistics. Hold R or press. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, dog has been trained to hunt, but don't mess with split. Yeah. So she has been trained to hunt, but she's also very timid right now because she's in a new place. So anytime she gets near the cat and the cat hisses or anything, she cowers and she gives them a wide berth. Mikey, our tabby, he is a coward. He will just straight up run away if the dog gets anywhere near it. So as far as a fight, I think if they were all actually fighting, 2 against 1 is one thing, but the dog's got a big mouth and she can chomp. Yeah, if take cowardliness and their personalities out of everything, then I think the dog would win. But with everything as it is, I don't think there's any way. I hate having the like you have a new item in your inventory notification. So let's see. Yeah, I don't have any bombs. So we'll have to come back to destroy this because you can only destroy them with bombs. But let's see, we have a skill point. When you have gained a certain number of skill points or experience points, you advance to the next level. And we gain ability points when we do that. Alright, so the real question is, should I start going into combat now? Or maybe get into some of these general ones? Let's see, let you know. Use maximum, I mean, that's useful, but each piece of light armor increases crit damage by 25% and fast attack damage by 5. I think that's what I went with last time, but I think I'm gonna wait on that until I actually have like a light armor set, something that would be useful. That's also useful. Increases maximum toxicity, so that's when we use like potions, or they're called decoctions, to give you buffs during combat and stuff. They increase your toxicity, and I think you either die or you take more damage. Like if your toxicity goes above like 100% or something like that, like I think you just die. I don't know. I never went above that, so I don't remember what happens exactly. So adrenaline points increase weapon damage and sign intensity. Let's see. Generation, don't worry about it. Nah. Crossbow, not important. See, if anything, I think... okay. I want to be able to read what this says. Okay, I think it's gone now. Okay. Oh, that's just more adrenaline point generation. That, don't care. See, this would be useful. Eating food regenerates vitality for 20 minutes. That is really useful when we're like low on supplies right now. Let's see, when do we unlock our next one? At level 2, okay. Level 4. Mutagens locked at level 2, but I don't think we'll get any decent mutagens for a while. So mutagens are just generic, or not generic, but they're I guess you can call them like permanent buffs to specific things like attack damage or like sign intensity or alchemy, something or other. I only did combat, that's why I know about that. So I'd say we either go for gourmet or muscle memory, because we do a lot of fast attacks. I think first off, I think I'll go with gourmet. And then when we get to level 2, we'll start building into combat. Just because I want to be sure I have the ability to heal as everything goes on. So, now that's done. Oh, I need to go this way. Where's the horse? Got a whistle. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's actually start. Let's see, can I even go in this house? Is this a quest house? This is a quest house. Welcome to the quest house. Oh, nope, I can go in it. Cool. Sorry, I like looting things in this game. Like, by the end of the game, you're so stacked you don't really need to go into houses, but it's there. It's like playing GTA with cheats on. You gotta get all the money and ammo and stuff. Alright, but now we'll actually scoot.
War is not
pushed me off the road.
Temeria and Edirn are no more.
Radovid's pledged to restore the old borders as soon as he wins the war.
Believe that?
Gotta believe something. That's what keeps us going.
I'll be back here. And I don't think there's anything useful anyways, so... I will say, like, one thing... I think there's a secret treasure down there, I believe. But I will say, one thing that I'm not a huge fan of in this game is the horse, like, pathing and tracking and everything, because it's supposed to like follow the path. Like, I could just press A and it'll follow the path, but it's kind of difficult when you have to go somewhere specific, and you'll just veer off, or you'll go into a fence and stop. And the races are the bane of my existence. I do them to get like, oh, that's not what I wanted. I do them to get the I do them to get their rewards, like the saddlebags and stuff like that, but if the reward isn't worth it, then I pretty much leave it alone. Really? That didn't kill you? There you go. Come this way. There you go. So one-on-one. Oh, I should be able to handle my own, but... There we go. Get this treasure. Got new stuff. I think that's it, like, over here as far as like useful stuff. I say useful stuff, but like, I don't think I'll get anything else for going all the way down here, or if I am, it might be quest related. But see, there are no barrels over here, so but I really do enjoy the combat system in here. Like, the enemies are pretty opportunistic, where if you're attacking one, that doesn't mean the others aren't just going to swarm you. So you actually have to kind of keep tabs of who and what is around you, so you don't die. Okay. Run, no, get out of there. Okay. I think, unless there was something in the water over by the guarded treasure, which there might be. Or some, I know how to summon my horse. But I can also climb up there. Alright, so there's nothing in the water. I'm gonna climb up here and we'll keep going. No, put the sword away. There we go.
That's it, Roach.
And there we go. Another fun tidbit about me is I save games constantly, because when I was younger, you know, well, when they first started having like save, like where you could save at any point during the game, I never thought about it because I was always used to playing the games where you had to progress to a save point that would maintain your progress. and I would be playing games, and the power would surge, and I would lose so much progress. So now that I have the ability to save all the time, I save just about all the time. Yeah, say Baba Chiba. So that, you might have seen that on the chat from one of the like last stream or the stream before. That sound effect is from Tales of Symphonia. When you save there, it's the sound effect that is made from when you open your menu, navigate to the saving screen, and save the game. That's what it sounds like, and I got it down to where it was just a reflex. So it became kind of like a joke of just whenever someone needs to save, we just bapa chipa. And those was good times, but it annoyed the fire out of my friends because they'd be doing something else and you would just hear that tone and it drove them insane. But it kind of became like a pleasant joke towards the end of its lifespan.
You don't owe us anything. You were in need. We helped.
We're witchers, which means we help for pay. But sometimes if you help them without getting pay, you get a better reward. But if not, we'll make progress. It doesn't matter.
Yes, a woman. Medium height, long black hair. Seen anyone like that?
No. But there's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers. Perhaps you'll learn something there. Besides, the innkeep's my cousin. Tell her Bram sent you. She'll treat you like family.
Not a bad idea. Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
Then there was the fateful day when you overrode the save. Yeah, so I was playing the game. I'd beaten the game, but I didn't want to overwrite the save file where I beat it because I wanted to start like a new game plus, but I also wanted to be able to like mess around at the end game whenever I wanted to. Well, as I was playing New Game Plus, I went to save. It was a reflex. You hear Papa Chipa, and I saved over the initial game that I had beaten, and that was the first one, the first time I had beaten the game. So I was very distraught because my first playthrough took like 40 hours, and I felt as if I just wasted 40 hours because I saved over it. And because I was a child when I beat it. I say child, I was like, I don't know, 10 whenever that game came out, 10 or 12, 13, something. And I was like, I'm never gonna get that file back. Like, I'll never get that far again. And then I proceeded to beat the game over and over like 5 times, and then time went on. I got rid of the GameCube and went about my life, and then got a GameCube a couple of years ago and got that game. That was like one of the first games I got, and played through it again like twice. But I was a lot more cautious about where my save files were located. I had copies. But I know that game is. I know Tales of Symphonia has been ported to the PC, but from what I've heard, it is not the best port. So I'm not positive if that will ever be on stream, but I mean, I wouldn't rule it out.
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need. We're used to it.
Is this where I learned how to play Gwent? This is the best card game I've ever played in a game. It's pretty much the only card game I've ever played in a game. That wasn't a dedicated card game.
Already had the pleasure. Ran into your kinsman, Bram.
Bran? How is he?
Alive. Sends his regards.
Master Witchers. Food and drink on the house. What can I get you?
I don't need any food. My water will last me 20 minutes. Oh, chicken legs. Let's see what we have.
Behind the counter.
Oh yeah. Make a purchase. Shop. Okay. First things first, get rid of all these, the new markers. Can I, let's see, sell. We'll see how much. We'll see how much these cards cost. Decoy, definitely. Catapult, definitely. I'm just gonna buy everything. I don't need any food. Actually,
Show me what you got behind the
because sometimes when they refresh their stock, they get more Gwent cards, and I forgot which ones do that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sell all this garbage. One sec. There we go. Almost lost chat. Okay, so that's good. Gotta talk about that griffin.
contract on that griffin.
Nay, not at the moment. Used to be. Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the lord for help. Now the alderman don't use the privy without asking the Black One's permission first. And seems they hanged the lord. So no contract.
Would I ever play Slay the Spire?
Have done something, but not for free.
Yes. Like, that is a really good game. Like, it, from everything I've seen and watched and all that, it seems to be top tier deck builder. You know, it pretty much revolutionized that whole genre. Or our Monster Train. I would love to play. I would love to play either of those. If you play Slay the Spiral backseat so hard,
Looking for a woman.
do it. You have my permission. I'd probably be awful,
This isn't black and
but
white.
I love those kind of games where it's, you know, you build a deck and you
Lilac and gooseberries.
you
Smell that.
have to
I've not seen
strategize which cards are best to play when, and
remember.
you know, energy management and
Especially hard to forget this
all that stuff. But
Traveller's
like,
Hall.
I love it. That doesn't mean I'm good at it.
Might be worth your while to ask after her.
Let's see. Yeah.
Thanks for everything.
I think I want to say I think that guy in the back is the Gwent card player, but there's no telling. I'm pretty sure he's here somewhere. Pigpins will rage quit after 10 minutes. That's also probably true. I'll make a couple hundred misplays and he'll just dip out.
decrepit yet.
Then I'll ask
Have I never actually played Slay the Spire?
Just remember,
No, I have
you better
not.
draw any attention.
I've done my fair share of backseating though, so it's almost essentially like I have played, right? That's what we say, isn't it? Alright, so save. We're gonna check out my Gwent deck. Yeah. Alright, so I don't need any tutorial about this. Okay, anyways. So I have 0 Nilfgaardian cards. Or well. Let's see. There are no spies. I don't have any monsters. So we're pretty much stuck with Northern Realms until we start winning them. And bruh. Yeah, I'm waiting for it to go on sale. It probably won't, but I can dream, right? Alright, so Gwent is a card game, duh, where you try to win the amount of points, or win by points, and sometimes it's best to like bait your opponent into playing more cards so that they are weaker on the coming cards, like, or the coming turns. So generally, I'll keep a clear weather. So these weather effects will like turn all the points in their respective rows. So you have combat, or you have, you know, close range, ranged, and your like siege weapons. So the weather effects are essentially, they reduce all of the points from their respective lane to 1 for each card. And Fighting Frost is used to have at least 1 because Northern Realms does really well with siege weapons. So I keep it clear weather so I can clear any weather effects against me, but also in case they mess with anything, or in case it would help me get more points. So first, get that catapult. Exit. Yeah, I know how to exit that builder. So these guys I really like. This guy I like. I've only got 1 of them, so he's not super useful right now. But let's see. Okay. +1 units to all the row. You aren't that important. Like, he mostly just takes up space. Or infantry. So let's get rid of him. And we'll see. Because I don't really care about... Well, we need 22 cards. So I guess we might as well have him. And then we'll just have like a siege combat. I want impenetrable fog. I'll take 1 of those. And we'll toss him in there. There. That way we have 22 cards and should be good to go.
Why are they marking out them lines, eh? Parcel out their patrimony. Give it to their own.
I need to sell, or I have potions. But yeah, once like Slay the Spire or Monster Trade like have a sale or something, then I'll probably pick it up. But you know, I want to beat this game before I jump into other stuff. So depending on like how long it takes us to beat this or Bastion or something, I might give that a shot. So my steel sword does 7 less overall damage. However, it does armor piercing, but the Kovaro blade does more flat damage, slightly, but it can cause bleeding, but it's only 3%. We might as well. It's got a socket. So potions, I don't need any potions right now. Okay. So let's see.
Factions, teams, suits, similar to clubs and spades.
Where's the Gwent player?
There are also special.
Ah, here it is.
Wouldn't you rather play war? It's like being near dawn before you get...
What a waste of time. The earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
Got a minute?
Why not? Aldert Geert, assistant professor in contemporary history at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher with tenure. I'm looking for a woman.
How long with the Witcher theme song? How long will the Witcher theme song be stuck in your head? Forever. It's the music in this game is, or well, the general like gameplay music is fairly simple in nature, but man, is it catchy.
Horsewoman of War. What's that about?
Folks say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
I just want to beat him in Gwent.
Expect to find a scholar.
I want to play the card game.
Fleeing the war.
Quite the opposite.
Because the sooner we get through all the card games, the sooner we can get through, or the sooner we can get to all the captivating gameplay.
Rusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
He might not be the Gwent player. Okay.
Interesting. We need somebody to describe war, what it's really like. Not colorful banners and generals making moving speeches, but rape, violence, and thoughtless cruelty.
Ah, I see you lack the polish of the academy. Rape and cruelty are details of no import to the war's course. Trinkets on the garment of conflict, one might say.
Tell that to the people whose houses burned down.
Says the man who would go back and redo areas just to play the card game. I mean, yeah, but you know,
War reached
if I gotta, in order to be entertaining, we gotta get through that as quickly as possible. Unless it is entertaining, because I love the whole strategic portion of playing Gwent, but I can also understand that it's a little resident sleeper.
Scholars especially.
But maybe it'll attract some people who enjoy it as well.
Do not forget,
I know it's the standalone game is really popular right now, but those rules are significantly different.
Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world. Are you familiar with Gwent?
No, and I don't have time to learn.
But the rules are quite simple. Come, let's play.
Let's do it.
Why not?
Splendid. Here's how it's done.
No, I would go ahead and skip the tutorial. And actually, let me change my leader. No, clear any weather effects. Yes. So with that, I shouldn't need this many clear weathers, but I'll keep them just in case. Okay, so at the start you have the option to discard and draw 2 cards, or you can keep them. So let's look and see what we want. So I've got my spy, and that's fantastic. I love my spy. I got some siege, some range, some close combat. I don't really care about this guy, so he adds 1 point to every siege weapon that I place. And at the moment I only have a trebuchet. So we go from a 6 to a 7, which is not insignificant, but it's also not that great. See, if I reroll, I just re-rolled them and got another trebuchet, so that's, instead of a 6 going to a 7, now it's 12. So that's kind of the risk slash reward. I could have gotten a garbage card. So I think I'm happy with this right now. So spies are essentially the name of the game. Anyone who's played this game before will tell you. Because if you play a spy, it goes over to their side and they benefit from the points. However, you get to draw 2 cards. So it's one of those, you play spies, even though it benefits them, you're banking on the cards that you get on being better. So I drew another siege weapon and I drew this guy again. So it's really beneficial to get low cost spies, but I don't think you get those until later on in the game. So anyways, now he's 7 points ahead, so we got to do some work. So we'll just start off nice and simple. I mean, it's the first Gwent card game of the entire game, so it's probably going to be easy. I don't think they're going to get too super complicated with it. It's just a matter of just doing more or getting more points than them. I might as well play him. I'm not losing that many points by that. We'll see what he does. So I might as well go ahead and play like a singular range card, like a low cost range, just to push me ahead and see what he does. So he's playing some siege. So pretty much I want to save these until the end because they're my best ones, or my best cards. So what could be happening is, you know, he could be just playing his cards to get me to play all of mine so that come the next term I have less cards. However, I have 6, he has 4, so he's gonna run out before I will. So I'll play, you know, let's see. And I've got my 1 decoy, so a decoy will swap out a card that you have. So like 17 to 23, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So that's 6. So like I could use my decoy and take one of my cards back, and I think I'm going to. I think I'll take. I think she's a 5. Yeah. So then, so since he's already passed, like he can no longer do anything. So it doesn't matter. I can go as long as I want, but as long as he's passed, then he can't do anything. So I won the first round. So now we're in the second round. I have 4 pretty decent cards, and he's only got 3. And since I won the round, I get to draw a card. That's the perk from the type of deck that I have. And then it only gets more complicated from there. Has my mouse been up here the whole time? I'm so sorry. I wasn't even paying attention. I thought I had the mouse out of the way. So now he's used all of his cards, but he still has his like hero effect. I think that's what it's called. So he can use that if he wants. But since he passed, now it's my turn, and I've already won. But I'll go ahead and do that, and game over. I win. And that's a very basic round of Gwent.
You've a knack for this game. If you ever find yourself in Oxenfurt and wish to play a true master, ask for Stepan. A simple innkeep by trade, but a true maestro when it comes to Gwent.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
Now we can get on with the story. Alright, let's see. Okay, I was about to say, whenever you beat like special Gwent players for the first time, they give you a card. That you can use, and it's really useful for oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so used to like X being like an action button. I just want to make sure she okay, so she just has all the garbage that I have, and she won't accept swords. Okay.
Farewell.
I think this guy actually helps us. But let's go talk to these people first.
I'm looking for someone.
considering these people are just named peasants and the other guy actually has a name.
Raven-haired woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radabor into a ditch.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
And I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
That's one of the benefits of upgrading the Axie sign, is kind of like extra dialogue options. It can help kind of persuade people to give you information that you need.
Looking for a woman.
But it doesn't keep the game from progressing.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
Fine, I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
He hasn't gotten his drink yet. What was funny about setting these up is I was prepared to take the sheet down and, you know, tack them up there or use a command strip, but I actually just pushed them onto the sheet to see, you know, just to see where I wanted them to go, and they stuck. So they're just hanging up by like friction, and it works. You're out. Good stream. Show more feet next time. Will do, Pigpins. Have a good one.
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant.
But I thought it was funny. Like, I had to, you know, set up all the other ones the good old-fashioned way, but these I just stuck them onto a sheet and it stayed. So that was an interesting little tidbit to learn when I was setting everything up.
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
Guessed it. It's love.
I knew it at once.
What do you know? Tell me.
But that also means that nothing's keeping them from falling off, so.
Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
An Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble and you'll be nearby to help.
Let's see, I don't think so. This is a stash where we can hold all of our stuff. And I don't have anything in there yet. But I'll probably like stick some of these in there. I can use those later. And I never really like to use most of the sigils I use are kind of specific, like Quinn intensity, because I like having a good shield, or just straight up attack power.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Alright, so he doesn't have anything new to say. So let's head out. Talk to these guys.
Done drinking?
Mm-hmm.
Then fuck off.
Don't want your kind here.
let's see. I'm trying to remember. There might be a way to where I don't have to fight them. I don't remember. So we're just gonna go with our gut. But what would a hardened Witcher say to 3 people?
If I had a bag over my head and my hands tied behind. Actually, no, not even then.
Chet, Lesh, back off. I'll teach this vagrant a lesson. Man on freak.
I do love the fisticuffs. I'm a big fan of the beat 'em up quests.
Nice meeting you.
Can I loot them? No? Okay. Alright. Automatically say when you search, or when you reach milestones. So where are we? Oh, that's where I want to go. I want to see what kind of contracts are out there so we can actually start, you know, doing what we can do. So as you pick up like contracts and like stuff off the notice board, they'll either give you like side quests to do, or you know, special places that you can go to and investigate. See, like right here. So let's see. I do believe that's everything of super importance. Oh, I can read. There's a lot of text in this game in the form of like letters and stuff to read, and I'm not going to read through all of those because it'd be too much. We'd be here forever. Devil by the Well. Let's go ahead and track that, but we'll still go here and talk to this guy.
What happened here?
Oh, got a wee bit chilly the night, so I set fire to my forge. Got it nice and roaring. Roasted some wieners. What do you think happened, dimwit? Some bugger set alight me workshop. I've lost everything. Everything!
Easy on the insults. I could add to your misfortune. Any suspects?
Whole damned village. I've lived here half a century. Thought they saw me as one of their own. But everything changed when the Black Ones came. I'm the only smith around, so I got to service their garrison. Bang dents out of plate, shoe horses, that sort of thing. Nilfgaardians don't pay me a bloody copper. Just give me supplies and orders. The humans can't fathom that. They think
Did I check on the hedgehog? I did not. I went from taking the dog out to coming in here immediately and setting up. So I can do that after. I've only got like 10 minutes left. She might need some more food.
I can find your arsonist, provided you're willing to pay.
I've not much left, but I'll give you all if you bring me that horse so that he gets what he deserves. The night of the fire, I heard movement outside my hut. Went out to see if I could find any tracks, but found nothing. But then I haven't got cat eyes, have I? Good luck.
There we go. So let's look at quests, contracts. Okay, and we have our main quest. So we'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and stick with this one for right now. So this is just like a honing steel. It'll sharpen your weapons, and I didn't know if you had you might not have like it's a workbench, then that'll just enhance your armor. So let's look around. and gather some herbs while we're at it. So we're just looking at, yeah, red, here we go. This is what we want.
Shavings from a tinderbox. Arsonist must have lit his torch here, tossed it on the roof, then fled through the orchard. Boot prints. A man's. Large.
Gotta hunt someone down.
Stinks of piss and vodka.
Sounds like he had a fun night. And we just follow the tracks until we hit the person we need.
Took off his boots and went in the water. Probably wanted to cover his trail.
Smart. See, I think there's, yeah, I was like, there's something under here, isn't there? Is there anything? Nope. Okay. Now we just gotta find the trail again. Oh. Maybe if I stuck in the circle, I do a better job. So that's where the footprints, I think they come out here. There they are.
Something jumped out of the rushes. Drowners. But he managed to escape. Lost his boots in the rush.
Now, more
Tracks lead back to the village.
more boot tracks. I'm gonna check out this merchant though, see what he's selling.
Bleeding, but not badly. Surface wound.
I think this was the first time I experienced stealing in front of the guards. They don't take too kindly to that.
Thank you for saving me. People say all kinds of things about witches, but I've always known yours to be an honorable guild.
See, you managed to salvage some goods.
Yes, but I await the repair of my wagon. As time passes, my losses grow. Do you need something? I'll let it go half-free.
Yeah, let's see.
Let me have a look at your stuff.
So, okay, so this is some relic armor, which is really good, but I'm not a high enough level for it. Saddlebags, where that's stamina. This is what I want. Assuming that I don't already have one.
Take care.
So I'm gonna check and see if I have any saddlebags. Yep. Okay. So how much does this give me? 20. Oh. Oh, that's not a saddlebag. That's the saddle itself. Okay.
Greeting.
Let me have.
So let me buy this. So this is pretty much keep is maximum inventory weight, so that helps keep me from being over encumbered. It's very useful. Fear level and stamina, that's not very important at the beginning of the game. So let's see. He'll let me carry more stuff. Actually, I need to see if he'll buy. Yeah, if he'll buy some of this junk. And then we'll... I keep wanting to punch people. I get the buttons mixed up.
Let me have a look.
Alright, so he does buy armor. Or buy weapons. And I know I could probably get more, but I just want, like, going to a different vendor. But I just want them out of my inventory right now, and because money won't be a problem later. And I'll be finding better swords to sell.
Take care.
Okay, now. Let's save before we go in there, just in case something I forget.
Ends here, but I'll recognize him by his wounds.
Oh yeah, the dried fruit and nuts they are a-okay in my book. I think they give you some decent health regen as opposed to just regular water. Black magic dolls, I don't think they do anything. I think they're just considered junk. But this guy here.
Claw marks. It's gotta be him. Nasty wound. Run into a drowner?
What the fuck do you care?
Whoa. Our arsonist's a charmer, too. Come on. Smith wants to talk to you.
I not talk to a non-human. Sons of bitches all, and dwarves are the worst. Greedy little magpies do anything for gold, they will. They forge the blades the black ones put to our throats. Am I not right? Listen, we can work this out, man to man. I give you gold, you don't turn me in. My mum died a while back and I sold her tools. I've spent some, but what's left is yours.
Yeah.
Magpies and dwarves might
Gotta
be
be a
greedy, but I'm not.
lawful good.
And I'll beat your fucking mug to a pulp.
Get those extra experience points.
Now follow me.
Where's the door? Oh. Now, I'm pretty sure I actually have to like lead him. I don't think I can just straight up run to the area. But I'll once we get this quest finished up. Yeah, he's just taking his time. But once we finish, boy, stop running into me! Come on. Once we get this quest finished, then that'll be a good stopping point. If only he'd run faster. Or saunter faster, maybe. I mean, luckily he's like right over there. I wonder if... Okay, I can't. It's like, I wonder if I could cast Axie and make him run faster, but I cannot. Does he go faster if we're closer? Nope. So we're just doing our thing. Waiting for this guy to meander his way over here. That's a nice little introduction into the game. Most of it was, you know, cutscenes and introductory type stuff, tutorials, but now that we've gotten most of that out of the way, we should be pretty golden to just dive right into the gameplay. Okay, maybe I could have just run straight to him. That would have saved me some time.
What's going on?
Here you go. One village pyromaniac in the flesh.
I could have sold my swords to him, I guess, but what's done is done. I don't care.
This is how you repay me. I've had enough. Hey, soldier. A minute of your time, please.
No! Willis, I beg you. I was drunk. Didn't know what I was doing.
It's not what you told me, fam.
Told you, Master Willis. We will help you rebuild once reinforcements come. The supplies have been ordered.
Not what this is about, mate. This here's the arsonist. A witcher found him.
The forge was important to the garrison.
Can't do the time, don't do the crime. Right? I think that's how the saying goes.
Here, just a tree.
Villagers will really love you now.
Well, no, I don't give a flying fuck about them. You know, I hated the Black Ones at first, like everybody else did. Now I'm thinking they might just bring order to this place. Teach these layabouts some manners. But enough about that. Your reward. And I managed to save some things from the fire. Anvil's still whole, so I'm sure I can bang something out on it. You need anything, let me know. Give you a good price.
Alright, so let's
A return customer. Well,
go ahead and see what he sells. Let's see. A lot of this, let's see. So he sells some diagrams. I don't want to worry about that too much. And he sells some crafting supplies, which until we actually get some stuff that's worth building, it's not too terribly important now. Let's see how much it costs to repair. Yeah. Might as well. Alright.
So long.
And that'll be a good stopping point. Let me go ahead and save. Cool beans, and we'll pop over to the stream ending, and actually let me close out of the game real quick. There we go. And I'll we'll send you out with some music. Let's see. Today is Wednesday, so coming on Friday will be some more Bastion, and then we'll pick it up Monday with some more Witcher, and we'll carry on like that. So thanks for stopping by, and y'all have a good one.